Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fred Meyer Postgame Show. Taking a look at LeBron James' numbers tonight, finishing with 20 points, 6 of 16 from the field. Well, three-pointer, couple turns. For more on LeBron and how many Trailblazers he has played against. I said it earlier, Tom, I don't know if you heard, but only you could bring us a stat like this. What do you got?
That is something I am known for, is just really stupid, dumb, esoteric stats here. But I've got one to top them all here. And I looked this up. You might have heard during the broadcast that LeBron has played a third of the players in NBA history. Well, how about he's played over half the Blazers in Blazers history? So there have been 402 players in Blazers history, and he has played 212 of them. Okay, so that is 53% of all the players that have played for the Blazers. LeBron has played against them. Javonte Cook is actually the 212th player. He came in there at the end along with Yang Han-sen. And, we saw Caleb Love also having his first game against LeBron James. So you might be asking yourself, which Blazer has played the most games against LeBron? Well, I have the list of that too. And it turns out the guy that has played LeBron James the most is Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace has played LeBron 51 times in his NBA career. This is not in a Blazers uniform, by the way, just to clarify. This is just former Blazers who have played LeBron James the most. And Rasheed Wallace has 51. Melo has 46. And then Drew Holiday entering tonight, 40 games against LeBron. So that is now 41. Evan Turner, of course, Mason Plumlee. What I love about this list is just random Blazers players. Like if you look at the guys who have played LeBron James 10 times in his career, you got Theo Ratliff, Ruben Patterson, Luke Babbitt, Kelvin Cato, Justice Winslow, Jake Layman, and of course, Dennis Smith Jr., all former Blazers. So this is just a great walk, a great stroll through Blazers history. LeBron James, thank you for playing as long as you have so we could have probably the biggest Emmy-winning segment we've ever had right here is this one, Brooke. All the players that have played LeBron James in their career.
I absolutely loved that. Some of my favorite guys I've ever covered were on that list. Jake Layman, the Turtle. I love Jake. I haven't thought about Jake for a little bit, but I'm glad we talked about him tonight.
I'm speechless.
I know.
I'm thinking, I've always known, Tom, that you've got this endless bucket of data and resources and things you subscribe to. I never in my wildest dream thought you would be able to dig something up like that. That's good stuff.
52%. 52% of Blazers LeBron has played against. It's crazy.
Tom, wonderful stuff. Thank you for your bucket of data. All right, Donovan Clingan. We should just call him Double Donovan at this point. Let's go ahead and head downstairs and hear from him.
Donovan, just your thoughts on the performance tonight. You guys were able to get up early in the first quarter and then able to kind of sustain that lead throughout the majority of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just being able to, come out hot like that. Just playing together, I feel like was the biggest thing. We never took really bad shots. We were just, finding the open man, finding what worked for us. We were guarding, communicating, and I feel like that was big time. And if we keep playing like this and guys keep coming back healthy, I feel like we're gonna be really, really good.
How has it changed over the season? How you guys have approached games like this? Because remember earlier in the season, you guys played the Lakers without like most of their guys, and they beat you. And then this time, it's another game like that, and you guys just kind of did what you're supposed to do.
We really just approached it with a different mindset. We can't take it easy no matter who's on the floor on the other side. Really just approaching the game, ready to play, ready to, win. And whatever it takes to win, I feel like all the guys on the floor are willing to do that.
With all the balanced scoring tonight, even with Deni out, what type of rhythm does that show that you guys are in?
I feel like everyone's ready to go when their number's called. Everyone's ready to step up and, play well. And, no one's scared of the moment. And I feel like that just shows how this team is. Everyone's ready to everyone's ready to go. Everyone's ready for their turn, and I feel like that's why everyone was scoring tonight.
Have you noticed better connections on lob passes this season, especially even when seems like people are throwing it up even when there's traffic a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I'm setting good screens. Our guards are doing a great job of getting downhill and making good reads and, putting me in position to finish those lobs. And I feel, we worked on it a lot this past summer. So just being able to, build that connection is big time.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Thank you.
And that Donovan Clingan interview leads us to our Donovan Clingan winning the Fred Meyer Golden Shopping Cart. I know we said a lot of nice things earlier at the top of the show about Donovan, rightfully so, but again, a very efficient evening for him and just such an anchor for this team that he's coming through night in and night out.
Oh, controlling the boards, Brooke. Those 11 boards, a game high 11 rebounds. Thought it really set the table for the Trailblazers on both ends of the floor. Standing possessions, and I've been waiting for Donovan Clingan to just take his time on the low block and put his footwork on display. Mm-hmm. And he said we worked on it all summer. The lob pass.
What did he say?
He said he worked on it all summer.
Thank you. I needed that. Thank you so much. When we come back, we're talking about Shaedon Sharpe, who worked really hard in the summer. We'll talk more about that when we come back. What a night he had. He's been playing fantastic, hasn't he, Michael? Yes, he has.
Yes, not the fall, but in the summer.
Avdija works the clock to 6. On the way he comes, double teamed outside of Sharpe, sets his feet, puts it on the deck, airmailed! Oh, the Cobra! Yeah.
The Kings remember that. Shaedon Sharpe and your Portland Trailblazers are heading to Sacktown to take on DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. On our last trip to California's capital, Shea threw down a rim-rattling dunk, soaring to an NBA best 47-inch vertical. Catch all the action tomorrow night with pregame starting at 5:30, tip-off at 6 right here on KUMP, Blazer Vision, and 6:20 a.m. Rip City Radio. Time now for our photo of the night. Speaking of one Shaedon Sharpe. How high do you think he got on that one, Michael?
Oh, I think he's 11 feet, 4 inches, dunk score 137.
Oh, to be specific.
Oh, no.
Credit to, of course, Bruce Ely, all of our photographers. Fantastic. This one goes to Bruce. Speaking of Shaedon Sharpe, team high, 25 points tonight. We talked pregame about how he's getting aggressive. Tiago said as well, that's what he's asking of him. What do you like about the way he's been playing, especially tonight?
Finding his spots. I mean, Shaedon Sharpe is a opportunistic scorer, but he's also a guy that can be a primary scorer. You set a screen for him, you create opportunity. But that step back right there is just so Shaedon Sharpe-ish. The lower body strength that it takes to be able to do it. I just like his rhythm, and I like the diversity of his shot attempts at the rim and from behind the arc.
Shaedon Sharpe-ish. I like that.
Yeah.
That was really good. Taking a look at his stats tonight, as I already mentioned, 25 points, 9 of 18 from the field, 4 3-pointers. His three's been looking good.
Yeah, and don't sleep on the 2 steals. I mean, what he's doing on that end of the ball, too. And that's the picture of efficiency. 50% from the floor, 50% from behind the arc. Come on, Shaedon.
And you mentioned it, Michael, and credit, you got to give it where it is due. He talked a lot about really wanting to focus defensively, leading to offense, and you saw those 2 steals. He's one of the best guys in terms of steals on the team.
Yeah, and a lot of people have always thought that his athleticism, if deployed on the defensive end, would propel him, and he's showing you that he can do it on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, he's been working hard at that. All right, final tonight, 132-116. Blazers get the win over the visiting Los Angeles Lakers. Time now to head to the airport, Michael. Got to catch a flight. So we are heading to Sacramento to take on the Kings tomorrow. As I mentioned, tip-off is at 6 p.m. Make sure to tune in to the pregame show with this guy right here, Michael Holden, at 5:30. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys. That was a fun one. This place was rocking. Blazers get their second straight win, looking to make it 3 in a row tomorrow. We will see you then. Have a good night, everybody.